afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Dane, Master of Propaganda here of Reich, Defender of the Fatherland. We're off here to an exciting 1 vs 1 on Feynman will approach here between Baron von Kieselberg fighting for Germany, for the Reich. Here mobilizing for the 1st Panzer Division, striking against the Soviets, advancing under the command of BOB S205. Fighting for the glory of Comrade Stalin and the 7th Guards Rifle Corps. We got conscripts there on the way for BOB, noting by the way bulletins are largely infantry, with a slight exception here of a single tank bulletin for S205. Doctrines are breakthrough, scavenge, Luftwaffe versus counterattack, shock rifle, and Soviet combined arms army. Bit of a mixture though with the notable overlap there between shock troopers. Got a truck moving up, Volkers moving up there, Sturmpioniere starting out with a bit of barbed wire they attempted, or reinforced steel barricade, technically attempted. In this case we've got a bit of aggressive push there from S205, trying to secure the centre, hold that. Sneak about there. Comrades lining up behind the car and wondering, gee comrades, whenever do we get such wondrous things for us back in Soviet Russia? Got Volkers there, tank from north. Got a 2nd Sturmpioneer unit there on the way, so this is definitely a bit of a rarer start as of late. Track to see 2 Sturmpioneer units coming out from the Oberkommando West this early on. So there rather than you got the truck here. Kieselberg seemingly driving a bit dirty. But the building is a bit sturdier than that, so that's not going to immediately collapse there under the weight of the Schwere Wehrmacht Schlepper. What's that? Oh, he moved a bit too far. S205. Let's just call him Boris. Boris, you moved too far. Maybe Stanislav, since he's got Stanislav. Anyways, points of secure. We got a bit more barbed wire finishing off here. A 2nd Sturmpioneer unit arriving. Oh, what a rarity! What a rarity! We've got Volkers there following up then for Kieselberg. Got 3 couch squads there for S205 Stanislav. Let's try and keep that in mind. They got conscript tanking against the Volkers. The Volkers need to get out there. The truck, though, for once, is actually causing more problems with the Germans than they to the Russians there. Needs for a bit until the truck moving hit there. Mine engaged down here. Conscripts there, trying to get position. The Sturmpioneers moving up close. Shoot, Dieter. Aim for the eyes, but I can't aim at this range and with a Sturmgewehr. Who do you think I am? Quick Molotov there, so looks like it. Stanislav there, so up with those. We've got Molotovs there going off the Sturmpioneer, burning them, singeing them a bit. Sneaking up there. Bit of lighter shooting. Might try and flush the Volkers out there. Like went for the Molotovs due to the presence of the buildings and various key points, which thus allows them, of course, to force them out, and also in certain cases in armed cover. So in that regard, the Molotov tends to be a pretty solid upgrade for the Russians. I mean, plus it ignores any sort of, well, basically any survivability upgrades or bonuses the infantry tends to get throughout fighting. So in that regard, the Molotov tends to be pretty neat. Plus, it happens instantaneous, no timer. Of course, it doesn't quite necessarily get off a lot of kills right away, but it can actually do so if you get off some good crits, or criticals. You got then light couches jumping in behind the bench, then rather, oh, there we go, Molotov forcing out them. Then again, this actually only forcing close to the conscripts, while in the bushes are not necessarily that much more safe, since note light cover only makes you harder to hit light cover, though does not actually reduce damage. For that, you need heavier cover, which tends to be a bit more sturdy when it comes to bullets. I mean, believe it or not, just to cut there with some hay on it generally tends not to provide a lot of cover. We got an early battle group headquarters up. We also got breakthrough here, prepared for the 1st Panzer Division. Sturm officer couldn't theory be called in, but so few players actually do it when they go for breakthrough. Holy crap, he actually did it. He actually went for the Sturm officer. And German doctrine in particular was actually rather emphasizing on officers, in particular junior officers, and their own initiative, of course. I mean, they had to basically coordinate with the senior officer, but generally they were given quite a bit of leeway. Well, in most cases, some, of course, other senior officers tend to, be very much, you do this my way, or it's the highway. In this case, you get shot. Well, probably not shot, but, probably get into a lot of trouble. So a little fun fact, but generally German doctrine, though of course the war progression in the field I got a bit more messy then, a bit more intervening, micromanaging, and of course it went away, but again emphasised the junior officers sort of modifying the plan as sort of things went along. In that regard, it gave the Germans an awful lot of tactical flexibility, in particular versus other doctrines, for example, which emphasised a lot less. For example, the French doctrine during the initial parts of World War II emphasised it a lot less, which gave the Germans quite the edge there, for example. So, some fun facts, there's fun facts. But there we go, Sturmoffizier. Though, of course, it also meant, of course, as the Germans suffered attrition amongst their junior officers and like, it did kind of hurt them and sort of cost them some tactical flexibility as things were annoying, particularly as they also had to speed up all those training bits. So, little fun facts there, little fun facts. But main good, great pressure there. We got semi-early support from company up here for Stanislav Maxim's on the way. Bit struggling here to get some fuel for Deutschland. We got a single Panther strike up here so far. We got a decent mix of infantry, 2 Sturm Pioneers, 2 Volksgrenadiers Officer. You could even call in some Panzerfusiliere. And he does call them in. Vorwärts. Got some points there being secured. Points there being secured as well. Losing territory in the north, where we got the max base sitting at the building. I mean, this is sort of building where a machine gun works, though to a certain extent, of course. I mean, you know, it works better than infantry due to even with only a window available, it can shoot up there and do some good damage and suppression. Though, of course, at the same time, with only one exit, it does possess a few tactical disadvantages as well. There you go, comes starting for Sturm Pioniere. And we've actually got someone using breakthrough tactics. And note there again, it basically speeds up the rate at which they can decap territory. Scheiße, almost lost the Sturm Pioniere there. We got some Panzerfusilier tank for the north. But nicely done there. Quickly allows him, for example, if he wanted to cut off a lot of territory from his opponent. I mean, in that regard, breakthrough tactics works excellently with harassment. I mean, you can, for example, you know, with a single unit in a small amount of time, cut off huge amount of territory, and vital points, fuel points even, can be quickly rendered neutral. And your opponent will have little time to react, so in that regard, it actually works excellently for harassment, but so few players tend to sort of ignore and neglect it. There goes Sturm Pioneer support by Volksgrenadiers here, holding up position. Nice position here. He could maybe have some barbed wire up to be a bit harder, for example, for the conscripts to run straight ahead and Molotov it, though of course it would also need to take barbed wire here from that angle, but you know, a thought there, but there we go, got a quick Molotov assault there, forcing them out of either buildings or away from the cover. Got the Maxim then taking advantage of that to sort of catch the units out in the open. Nicely coordinated assault there. We got a second Maxim following up here. Kieselberg here won't be able to keep up the defense as Stanislav there keeps up the pressure. You got Panzerfusilier attacking. Light engagement here between the Sturm Pioniere. Panzerfusilier pushed off. Got the Sturmoffizier hanging about down here. Maybe Wayne sort of bait some troops in, take them down with his bodyguard there, or his command team, whatever, of Obersoldaten. Definitely be able to cause a bit of problem there for the Russians, who probably weren't expecting that. Rushing state for the Schwerpanzer headquarters, less surprising now, but overall, I mean, it's less of just, you know, spam Volksgrenadiers here for Kieselberg. He's actually got 2 Sturm Pioneers, which again tends to be quite the rarity. Now you got conscript tanks straight into the Sturmoffizier. There we go. Boris went down. Ivan Maxim joined in. Quick Molotov there, though of course you can just sort of dodge it. And with the conscripts in that bad a state there, the Sturmoffizier, unless he gets off a lucky shot killing the officer, will win. Got Maxim turning up. It looks like he's just shifting further down south, covering here as well. So in that way he'll be able to keep the fuel point a bit safer. If the Maxim moves in, by the way, he could just pop force retreat on it. Force retreat is handy that way. Field going on the way there, he's clearly worried about Kieselberg here getting some vehicles out rather rapidly. There we go, we got the Maxim being caught from another side entirely unexpected. Large assault party going in there from Kieselberg and Deutschland. We got an early fuel cache here, by the way. Still no doctrinal choice here from the Russians. But clearly there could be some indicator there of doctrinal player just wanting to get out some tanks earlier. Sturm Pioneers here, not having much of fun there versus the combination quickly causes quite a bit of damage there. Veterancy 2 already, which definitely increases the value there with the flamethrower. There we go, we got the officer directing the nearby troops, though in this case they get suppressed, which rather ruins the entire point. The Sturm Pioneers are certainly quite a bit of coming fine. Of course, they'll do believe they also get from inside the building. The bonus shoulder again does make the lethal in overall here. I mean, he doesn't even have to blob up, which again is what some players like to do when they're a bit lazy. But overall here, note I mean, they're still concentrated, but they're spread out. It's not just a blob, it's more of a tactical advantage, which also, of course, makes it harder for them to be stopped by a single Maxim. So right here, Kieselberg does it clever. He sadly lacks the munitions to, for example, quickly force the other Maxim away. He could try with the grenade, but he's even lacking the munitions there. So overall, while clever, he sadly lacks the resources to sort of really finish it off and really cause the Russians here some problems. He does force him to pop a Molotov here, actually lighting the cart on fire. Look, it's a bonfire! Yes! Good progress down. Oh! Good lord, looks like someone managed to pick up a flamethrower. You got Arcade as well, so clearly both players are worried about the other boss getting out some tanks pretty rapidly, but so far neither's really making an approach towards it. At least a serious approach towards it. I mean, Kieselberg could aim for looks, but then again at this stage, of course, clearly the way he's worrying is, you know, he might get hit there by a T-3476, which would rather render his looks not much worth it. Plus there's a field gun as well, so there's plenty of things that could quickly cut the lifespan of a Luke's Aufklärungspanzer rather short. So I can certainly understand here the hesitation from Kieselberg in rushing with that. And of course, going for a Panther might prove the better choice. Right here, though, needs to be a bit careful when attacking the Maxim. He's bringing in with an large force, but note again, he's spreading out. You got the officer there leading the way. 7 kills already. You don't underestimate again, the officer himself is also pretty solid competent. The only difference is that he doesn't get any veterans, which of course might make some players loathe to use him. Ooh, we even got target them used. He pretty much wanted them to focus down there. Nicely executed assault there. Nicely executed assault. Good Arbeit, Leute. We got that Maxim. Yeah. Woohoo. And I have to man it. There we go. Kenrev holding up the building here. I believe he's trying to blast it down though. And there we go. Kieselberg pulling off a nice flank there. Vaulting with the fence. Going to attack the position here from the side. Might set up the Maxim here to cover the center though. Maximing the Maxim. While the Sturm Pioneers attack from the other side. Nicely executed there. Nicely executed there. Meanwhile, large engagement there. We got the Sturm Pioneers on the supervision of the officer. Closing down the conscripts down south. There's a lot of action here through the center. South. Tank over tank command up. Here's looks like the Russians might be going first for the tank. In fact, have the fuel for a T-3476 very soon. Officer joining in here in the engagement. Another Molotov here. Forcing the Germans to shift positions, but that only caused them to flank the Russians in their cover even further. Which might cause a bit of a problem there for the conscripts. Kieselberg's holding up the centre pretty solidly. The conscript. Oh, he's gone again and used. Target them. Quickly hosing down the cons there. Giving him a good chance of wiping out the veteran 3. No. Oh, they got away there. Got away. So close, though. So close. Oh, well, I wouldn't say it was a bad idea. I mean, he basically did it to, well, quickly get a chance there wiping out a highly veteran unit. So, nicely done there. But in this case, it didn't quite work out. Looks like the Maxim was now holding the centre position in the large building, the large house. T-3476 on the way for the Russians. Troops reinforcing, healing up. Both Sturm Pioneers by the Veteran C2, one closing in a Veteran C3, which would also open up for concussive grenades. Molotovs there being fired at. We got flamethrowers in the folks, so they're really just taking out a lot of damage on the conscripts. Vasily catching on fire. Got the officer here, though, sadly in the south being overwhelmed, and Kieselberg is quick to pull back, not intending to waste any men to that at all. At all. Okay, oh, knocking out the cover. Not too bad, but the problem is there's absolutely no infantry screening them, which rather means it has to get out of there unless Kieselberg intends to hand over a Kedmev to his opponent, which I don't think he does. He is getting close to be able to call in a Panther. Meanwhile, though, the T-34 is on the loose here, sending upon the folks going to up north. Hetra's there, managing to block for the retreat. Right now could be a good timing for some breakthrough tactics to quickly cut off the fuel before the Russians can react, but no, looks like he will not do that. Mr. S. Or Comrade S. Not sure what he's doing there with the Panther Fusiliers. Might have been a misclick. Got a second Raketenwerfer there on the way. Second Raketenwerfer. Sturmpioniere holding watch. While the Russians slowly bleed out on the muddy fields.
Engineers, do you need something? We have found the enemy! Your orders, comrade. We have it. Standing by.
Raketenwerfer troops sending out second Raketenwerfer there. Soon can be able to get the Panther, which will definitely cause Mr. S here a bit of a problem. Stanislav. And there we go, lots of rockets, so the T-34 might in a bit of trouble. Oh no. He actually managed to crush the entire Volkskanadier squad. Rather nasty turn there. That's so terrible. That's just not cricket, Dieter. Nein, it's the Eastern Front, Fritz. The only first line set now. Then we got the Kenwerfer holding up the T-34 Saints, which is actually quite damaged. Got the second Kenwerfer holding up here. Maxim holding up there, supporting it by the officer, holding up the southern advance. Maxim also benefiting from the Sturm officer. The officer himself is now getting suppressed by another Maxim here from Stanislav. Northern missions being secured again here. 10 command points for Kieselberg. 10 as well here, who's by the way gone for counter-attack tanks. He could call in some shock troopers. He could also use some Mother Russia to conduct a pretty nasty assault, though. I think he needs a bit more infantry to really pull it off. But it's a very potent ability when used correctly. Note it would also actually make the Maxim a lot more lethal too. But there we go, Panther on the way, Panzerkampfwagen 5. Of course, he can set up a B4 if he wants. He could also call in a KV-1 heavy tank. And there we go, Panzer Fusilier trying to flank the Maxim. Needed another unit there to attack, but there we go. Steel Handgranate. Half the unit down. In misery. He could call in a K1 right now if he wanted to, though, of course, with a Panther soon inbound, that might have less effect. A B4 would certainly give him a bit more punch, if he can hit it. Or hit anything with it. It's a bit trickier with that one. Panzer Fusilier here are securing the territory for Germany.
That's the last one.
Got a larger conscript force approaching from the south. There's not a lot there to really support and hold them back at the moment. Good job they're getting a pinfire machine gun there on the Panther. And there you go, Kutzwing, and there you go. Steel Handgranate. Oh, straight up to the counter conscript. Oh, doing nothing. Rotten luck there for Kieselberg. Rotten luck. Officer hanging about there. 14 kills, though. He's doing pretty well. He's doing pretty well. He's actually doing more so far than the either Sturm Pioneer unit. And again, that does also highlight, you know, how well the Sturm Officer himself actually is as a unit. I mean, he's not exactly bad. So, I mean, I don't quite understand why so few people actually basically ignore him. We've got some crowds there coming from. There we go, the Panther reels itself. Machine guns firing, main gun as well. Comes there rushed off. And there we go, we got the B4 howitzer going up. Stalin sledgehammer. Ready to shatter some fascists with its really big shells.
Standing by. Send orders.
Briefly considering their second Raketenwerfer. Now he goes for a light infantry gun, lightest Infanteriegeschütz.
Ready to move. Point secure. Maintains in position. Yes, comrade. Howitzer replacement complete.
And there we go. Things are about to get unpleasant for Kieselberg. And there's likely a few eardrums that are about to get popped alongside with their heads. They're stuck in. Quick mine there. Not a bad idea by the way, mining up the heavy cover, but in this case it's about to get spotted. Which kind of ruins the surprise too. Panther though up far north while then launching assault here. He was probably expecting it, was trying to bait it in and then attack the south. Nicely conducted there tactically by Stanislav. That way he's going to have some time there so the Panther makes its way up north, at least he was betting on. I mean, had Kieselberg, you know, for one who was not reacting to something like that, he might have not had quite as much success. But in this case, though, the gambit worked off there for the Russians. Panther's rushing down there. Imagine he'll soon try to get the T-3476 out of there before the Panther reaches him. Officers up north there, doing an excellent job as always. No, he moves in the T-3476. Coming under heavy fire there from the Panther. Almost got the false grenadiers though. But the T-34 here might be in what you call trouble. We do have some anti-tank grenades here. Fails her to damage anything. They go veterans into two, but that T-34 is about to get knocked out. Rather poor judgment call there felt by Stanislav. He should have just gotten out of there as quickly as soon, but there we go. Panther got the T-34-6. Panther was heavily damaged. Another grenade failed to penetrate. We've got light infantry gun firing down there, but so far not achieving much. Another shot there which flies way too far, way too far. Not going too well there. And there we go, got air reconnaissance going in. He's likely going to try and figure out where the Panther's repairing so he can hit it with a B4. Oh, wait, no, he fired it already. Hitting, it would seem absolutely bugger all. But nonetheless, it does have Kieselberg paranoid. He does not want to risk his Panther being knocked out while it's being repaired. Which is, of course, quite sensible. Oh, comes run straight into the punches and the full set flamethrowers, and G43s just turn them all into basically scorched sacks of meat. He will make good progress up north as well. No need here for breakthrough tactics, it seems, here for Kieselberg. And there we go, we got a K1 heavy tank arriving. The Clement Voreshilov, by this point, a bit outdated in the war. There were attempts to sort of make it a bit more, well, useful still. That was, for example, the KD85, which had a better turret. When the 85mm gun, the same as the T-34-85, was basically an intermediary between the, well, KD series and the IS series. So, little fun facts there. Comes the tank straight to the Sturm Officer. Not doing too well there. Oh, killed the officer though. Cause we retreat their K1 at the same time flanking up. With its 76.2mm gun, same as the T-34, 76 by the way. Sturm Pioneers gaining veterans to 3, but they might get wiped. Oh, they did. Oh dear, Kieselberg might have extended himself a bit too much there, but I'll wait. Panther's ready once more for the fight. On the other hand, Stanislav there, very aching in the infantry department. Very aching. K1 also be careful there. Oh, exposed in the rear to the Panther. I mean, at this range, of course, it might not matter as much, but at the same time, though, it certainly makes the job easier. And there we go, damaged engine. Good lord, Yuri, I think we should have presented the frontal armor. And destroyed engine. He's just going to lose it, isn't it? And the B4 don't... Oh, the B4 can fire, but I think it might be too late there. Reacting a bit too slow, otherwise he might be able to sort of fire a shot there and basically knock it all out. Light infantry gun so far with 5 kills. Only 2 kills on the B4, and I suspect those might actually have been medics. Which in the great big Stalinist lottery don't quite count as much. We're calling in some shock troopers now though. Stanislav here is definitely pressured by Kieselberg, who's got a nice sort of mixed force of infantry, though he's down to 1 of each. You could get some orbital down though, but always got a nice couple of support weapons, Maxims, Pilfer, infantry guns, Arcadian Air Force, plus the Panther itself, which is doing a bit, but so far could be doing more. It looks like we've got a mechanized Raven going up there to help repair, so he doesn't have to spend his pioneers on that. Also ensuring if he does lose it, he still's got something to repair. Since replacing Storm Pioneers like that is rather expensive. Ooh, still I'm going out doing a bit of flame for following up, though they might want to retreat. Infantry gun not having as much success there. B4 seems to have shot again, killing this time not even a medic. Leaving only the battle group headquarters a bit damaged up there, a bit dinged up. I do believe though it is time for the mid-game analysis country chase near Stanislav, and the Soviet forces are a bit on the back foot here. Kieselberg's and the 1st Panzer Division's assault so far has worked out reasonably well. There's been a few setbacks, but overall Kieselberg here with his nice mix of infantry, in particular here using also the officer, but also occasionally a bit of breakthrough tactics has allowed him to sort of keep a good dominance on the map, making it very difficult for Stanislav here to do what he wants. I mean, he rushed out for armor, which is nice, but I really feel like he wasted against that Panther. He should have known it was there, and he just basically took it out too far. got knocked out. He should have gotten up another field gun at the very least to cover it, which he did, and which could have given him maybe just the edge he needed there against a single Panther from Kieselberg. But now he's very much in the defensive. Kieselberg, though, I mean, his infantry's a bit, you know, not looking too good, but overall, I mean, he needs to get off a really good hit there, I think, with a B4 to really have a chance of getting back into the match. He needs to get some real wipes in there. He needs to sort of knock out some weapons. Maybe try to secure a kid there from the light infantry gun there from Kieselberg. He should also consider getting up more armor. He needs more tanks. He needs maybe T-70 sort of try and sift around on the battlefield, cause some drainage on Kieselberg's infantry that way while trying to avoid the Panther, if necessary, baited into some field guns. I mean, if he can do that, he might sort of have a slow chance of winning this out, but still, he's only got a Panther. And otherwise, his support weapons, I believe, like the Kid is a bit spread out across the map. He's only got a single Panther, so it's not quite there. It's sort of fully set up with real anti-tank zone there for Kieselberg and say slow down a T-70. So that's definitely also an option there for him. But overall, the odds are currently looking a bit rough. He could also consider maybe a mortar to provide a bit of extra light artillery support here, maybe versus the centre. Some smoke screens in that regard could work out well. For Kieselberg, he's got the upper hand right now. I mean, he's got the infantry sort of looking alright. Some Steel Pioneers close to victory 3. The officer with 16 kills. He's got Panther Fusiliers, Volksgunners with flamethrowers. I mean, overall, his infantry's looking pretty solid. He's got the infantry gun, which is sort of but it's still providing him with some light artillery support, which does help. He's got the Kenrev, of course. He's got the Panther, though, which is being repaired. I mean, overall, his options are looking pretty reasonable. I mean, he's right now got an option, for example, he could just say field transfer. He's got tons of munitions and basically play towards a King Tiger as swiftly as possible. That could certainly basically give him the parts of, well, finish this off in one go, though, again, with a B44 about, it might encounter a few snags there, so. But it would certainly seem like a more direct method. There's no real reason to get the Tiger because, well, it's too specialised. I mean, it wouldn't really do much despite the cost here versus the large infantry-based force. So, I mean, there wouldn't be much to get for it, even just to sort of look cool. He might actually, you know, set himself out of the game because of that. I mean, he could also say go for some other options, Stukas of Fus or flak half-track supporting everything could also work out, though, with a B40 about the flak half-track might find himself a bit crushed. He could also play for Sturmtiger, for example, drive straight up to his opponent's base, fire the rocket, kill everything here in the nearby vicinity. That would also work out quite well, would certainly also, I imagine, be quite demoralising to the Russian player. So, I mean, that could also very well be an option. He could, of course, also just play for another Panther, but I don't know. I rather feel like once you got the Panther out, either King Tiger for sort of more anti-tank and also anti-infantry, or just get some other anti-infantry options. He should probably consider getting an orbital guidance squad to sort of support everything, but there you go. Heading back to the fight, though. Back to the fight. So, why are we shooting at this? Target practice. Target practice, Jungs. Got shock troops there, bravely moving forward to spike down to, well, half health and half squad size. Panther almost gefechtsbereit. Troops rebuilding, almost fetching 3 there as well. Good, good. Battle group headquarters, though, seen better days. He looks like some Steel Pioneers are crawling away and the medics are doing nothing. Can't you help us? Nine, we are just medics, you know. We don't know anything about the healing arts. But those other guys, well, you know, they're still standing. Got the Panther rolling forwards. He might want to sort of order up free fire. I mean, generally, unless you really want some specific challenge, I'd always say, you know, have free fire on your Panther when dealing with infantry, since it's alright with machine guns, can actually do well, but if you order it to hold fire, it won't do much. But I mean, the Panther's alright with all 3 machine guns versus infantry, so there's no real reason. So, come on, free fire. Fire frei, Leute. Got a second Steel Pioneer on the way there. Oh, there we go. He did pop it, but a bit too late there. I think anti-tank grenade actually went through there, the frontal armor. And we go veteran T for the Panther Fusilier. Also, fun fact, there was a bigger variant of this one called the Schwereinfanteriegeschütz that was twice as big in caliber. Quite potent as well. There were some self-propelled variants made for it, actually. Little fun fact there. The Panther pulling back there for repairs. Let's hope he doesn't get caught there by the B4, which now, by the way, is veteran T1. Another field gun there arriving, about time. He is slowly but surely pushing back the fascists. Shots there getting called out in the open by the Panthers. They're there at the same time, bit of back position as well. Grenade there, not working out well. We got the Maxim there, forced away. And there we go, forced away there. Bit of fighting from the ditches as the Russian advance. Veteran 205 there. I mean, with a flamethrower, it's pretty understandable why they got it, despite anything else. And that's definitely only going to make that flamethrower more lethal. There we go. Machine guns there taking away at the Russian infantry. Shocks was there in a bit of a risky position. At the same time, the Raketenwerfer is in a bit of a perilous situation as well. We could try a direct fire attack on it. I mean, it's an expensive ability, but it works. Interesting enough, he's floating a ton of munitions, but he's not laying down a single mine, nor demo charges, nor is he using from Mother Russia. I can't help but feel that's a huge waste there for the Russian player. Attempted wiping out some units. Didn't quite work out. But again, remember to use munitions again. If you are, playing this counterattack, do try to use from Mother Russia. It's one of those I feel underrated abilities. Yes, it does have quite the significant drawback once it wears off, but if you can use it properly, you can usually make up for it, because for example the shock troopers, they just sprint about and murder everything, plus they even suffer conscripts as well. I mean, it's absolutely amazing. But there you go. Kieselberg at least used breakthrough tactics that really has been necessary for such a breakthrough, if you will. And straight into the Maxim there, command him the officer. Got a smaller frontage here, field guns firing, Maxim as well. Veteran to 3, by the way. That's definitely a bit problematic here for Kieselberg's troops, as it is more accurate and thus more lethal. And we got a assault artillery going down. I think that's more showing off than anything. In particular, since the smokescreen won't see any usage. But overall here, the Russian plays a bit of bind. He really needs to get some proper mileage out of that B4. He needs to do something with it that can sort of shake the foundation of Kieselberg. Well, light infantry gun got off a decent hit there. Gaining veterans to 1. And there we go, smokescreen going down. It's sort of funny, a lot of people use assault artillery if they ever go for it, but they never really use it for the other part, which is using the smoke then to advance through. I can't help but feel it's a really cool ability, but it's sort of one that's wasted. I find it kind of sad. Looks like the B4 fired again, and I mean, he really needs to consider a bit his targeting practice. He doesn't really seem to have much luck with it. And again, he's trying to hit retreating units. He might want to consider using a precision strike to land a better shot there. But there you go. But a part of me would say, wipe out the central position here. Break up Kieselberg's center with a B4. Trying to get some guaranteed kills, since just as much when it comes to the B4 will shock Kieselberg a bit. They got Panther dealing with the shock troops down south. And the Russian players should really consider getting some armor. I mean, if there's a Panther back, he needs something to pressure the infantry a bit, draw a bit of fire away from the infantry. If you also keep the Panther at least a bit fixated for long enough for the field guns, give it a few good volleys. There we go. He's actually using breakthrough again. Note again, rapid speed, even on a fuel pump, which again can mean it can be very quickly neutralized. And you'll basically spend, maybe 5 seconds rendering a neutral, whereas again, to secure it for your opponent, I mean, it takes so much longer time. So much longer time. Looks like he's actually got a mortar out. Now we've got a B4 shot again. Oh, he actually killed something. He got the Volker squad with the flamethrower and the Panzerschreck. Well, that's something, and almost Veteran 2 there, which means you can fire even faster. Veteran 2 already on the mortar. Finally, I mean, he's getting in some kills, so I'm surprised again he should have gone for a mortar much earlier. It looks like you can secure a Panzerschreck here. So, alright, things are going a bit more the Russian way. He's doing some damage now, some proper damage. He's getting some more veteran artillery, which again can allow him to keep up the pressure a bit longer, also make it harder for Kieselberg to defend or attack. Got Sturmpanzer there, Veteran 3. He could pop a stun grenade there, concussive granate. And he can soon call in the King Tiger, the Königstiger. Shock troops there though, taking heavy fire there from the Sturm officer and the Maxim. 19 kills. Veteran default, 31 kills. And then you go Königstiger.
Yes, comrade.
Holy
Territory is falling into enemy hands.
bloody hell! He lost Rakettenwerfer, he lost Sturmpioneers, he lost Panzer Fusiliers. Finally that B4 paid off, firing in there blindly. Oh dear, Kieselberg, I imagine must be a bit upset then again. I imagine he's sort of feeling a bit vengeful and thus quite happy once the King Tiger's going to arrive in the field. Might be playing a bit, you know, Ride of the Valkyries as he moves out onto the field there in the background. Laughing at his opponent's men as they get torn to smithereens, hoping to the gods, you know, there's nothing can stop his King Tiger. Which there's only a few field guns in the B4, though they can still prevent a, or, you know, provide a formidable opponent there to it. Then again, you know, if he drives in properly and supports it properly, he could probably quickly knock out those field guns. His major threat would probably be the B4 with a direct attack, and there we go, another strike there.
Shock troops are waiting before
This time, though, doing notably less horrific damage to Kieselberg. We might want to consider getting out some more troop to aid, some orbital Darden maybe. His officer, though, still alive. Well, the second or third one here. Oberleutnant Fritz, at your service. But there we go, Königstiger. Panther is around to support it. There we go, looking nice, proper and Teutonic. And we got another breakthrough to there. I think, again, he should maybe actually waited with it until he sort of launch an assault here and then go straight for the B4, drawing through the smoke, going straight forward, giving it less time to react to the presence of the King Tiger. We got the Panther getting hammered by field guns. Oh, no, 9! What are you doing? 9! Kieselberg, I think he's trying to do too much. He's forgot about things. Oh, no, he got abandoned. It got abandoned.
Be brave, comrades.
Oh. K1 on wide, but he should sneak something down there rapidly. Seize it.
neutralizing a second.
Seize it. And drive it away. Got the King Tiger, looks like Kieselberg might just decide to wreck it, ensuring it can't fall into the hands of the enemy. Which was quite common, you know, a tank abandoned or forced to abandon. The Germans usually, you know, if they couldn't be recovered, will have another tank shoot to bits. Wow, you missed. Nope, field guns wrecked. Afterwards, they look a bit confused each other. So who wanted to secure it? I don't know. They're going straight to the field guns, and there you go. Bit awkwardly positioned. Which means at least one of them can be out, but at least they're sort of positioned, at least it can come one other, so it's not like both are doing past, they're both, you know, in trouble. B4 might want to turn about and deal with it. Almost got one field. He needed a Panther machine gun. I think we clear out one there, but there we got one down. Panther applying support. Second field gun there might be a bit of trouble. There we go, high explosive 88mm shell. Down to half well though. That is what happens when you're driving to two field guns in that range. I mean, even they will have a chance of penetrating the frontal arm of the King Tiger. Which, of course, for balance purposes, in-game isn't quite as formidable as it was in reality. Ah, you missed. You missed, Heinz. With this bigger gun. There we go, though. Dimitri got the full force of it. Got the K1 there trying to flank. B4 almost hit it. And I think still did some damage there. Nice chunk of wall there blown out. Got the field gun there secured by the Panther Fusilier. Finding over the center. Sturmpioneers with a flamethrower. In honor of the Volksgrenadiers who wielded it. We call it the Volkswerfer. And he's got the Sturmpioneers charging straight into the Volksgrenadiers. You know, the K1 in a bit of trouble there. So the King Tiger advances. Vengeful. Also awfully damaged. Here seen with the production turret, or the series turret.
Replacements have arrived.
Some call it the Henschel turret, but the thing is, when it came to the King Tiger, Henschel had nothing to do with the turret. That was actually handled by Krupp. Both turrets, in fact, I believe. They also stood for the gun, though there was actually some competition there between Krupp and Börse Rheinmetall, the ones who made the Flak 80 and the likes. In the end, though, Krupp won out. Though there was a bit of catfighting there between the two about it. More Panthers here. Kieselberg getting a bit desperate, just summoning a lot of infantry here. Officer supporting it. 23 kills. He's definitely going to be a capable officer. Well, the third one's proven. Overall, all of them have.
Supply sector under attack.
Again, breakthrough tactics. Good use there again. Some proper usage of it again. So many players neglected, but it's great to see Kieselberg making proper use of it here. King Tiger pulling all the way up here.
Supplies.
Thankfully, he's not using more recon overflights, and he's still, you know, I feel, neglecting to use, well, further abilities and, well, even mines, really. So, of course, question is, what will he do here while the King Tiger's being repaired? And he could, of course, try and catch it with the B4. Of course, if that hits Veterans F3, it's going to be very dangerous for the King Tiger, since it can, well, almost knock it out in one hit then. If not, it can, actually. Field gun here, might want to barrage. Nope. Another Panther for the unit. He's used absolutely no orbital done. That's actually a bit surprising.
They are down only to 50 points.
Panther facility there on the retreat.
Yes, comrade. Comrade. Rifleman ready.
The squad is back to operators.
He's taking back territorial victory points while things are not looking good. He's had a hard time controlling them. Ah, he's run out of forced retreats there, so he couldn't force back the constabulary with their Panther's wreck. And there we go, King Tiger's back, shattering a shock trooper squad there in one hit. Machine guns blaring, and there we go, down to one man. Might get them, might even get some other shock troops in the process. Oh, got away, got away. Now it's down to the other ones. K1 dealing with things at the centre here while the shock troops are heroically occupying the King Tiger. Bounding around the corner of a building to sort of quite avoid the line of fire there. Good job. And Panther is rising down again, quickly clearing it out to basically stall again, and showing that there's always a victory point. You know, really great use of breakthrough tactics here. Splendid. Splendid. Got the Panthers hitting up position, trying to delay, I imagine. The angry Russians give time for the King Tiger to arrive here. Fear gun opening up there, but he's only got one. He's only got one. He's still got the resources for attempting here to direct fire attack. Nope, no, of course, it's also more accurate, which is why I prefer using it. I mean, it's actually was in fact pretty accurate though for artillery to be used like direct fire artillery also in cases like that. I think he went for a position right there. Whoa, nicely predicted though, nice predicted, almost got the King Tiger there. Nicely done. But still, I mean, it was quite common. For example, in the early parts of Barbarossa, it was rather regular for German light field howitzers, like the Feldhaubitzen, to be used as anti-tank guns when everything else sufficed. Or, for example, in North Africa, the Brits would quite regularly use the 25-pounder guns in the same regard to try and halt German Panzer attacks. So, a little few fun facts there, a little few fun facts there. It's not the sort of thing you hear a lot about, though, but it did happen.
Combat engineers are standing by.
Field gun there getting flanked. King Tiger receiving rifle repairs. And of course, the B4 there bought more time for the rest of the army, including the K1 there, to do a lot of damage here to Kieselberg. We take territory. He would still benefit, I think, from a quick from Mother Russia. Assaulting from the right angles could quickly overwhelm, I think, Kieselberg. Whose infantry gun got cleared out as well. And there we go. We got Veterans Free up there on the B4. Veterans Free. Again, he's using that forced retreat several times there. Could maybe try to target them here to basically allow him. Nope, there we go, but a bit too late there. He did retreat, or maybe he retreated just as soon as he saw it. All the way. Great users of the Sturmofficer. I mean, even those players would sometimes get them, don't even use the abilities, but here Kieselberg makes full use of the officer. Splendid work, if anything. And certainly commendable.
Enemy flank to this! We are taking losses! King Tiger ready! Enemy infantry! Ready!
There you go, quick grenade, and there you go, B4 strike, wiping out a lot more units. Maxim down, and I think some Ken rifles got wrecked there. They was all wiped by crew by Panther Fusiliers. It rather looks like, well, a rather large segment there. Got wiped, but 38 kills there. I mean, as soon as the B4 that really gets some good hits off, gets veteran, it really becomes lethal. It really becomes absolutely lethal. We got a Lux on the way now, actually. A light recon tank there to support the King Tiger and the rest of the infantry. King Tiger, they're almost ready as well soon. And there we go. Gefechtsbereit. Gefechtsbereit. Again, breakthrough tactics. And there we go, force retreat. Ah, but survived the grenade. Jürgen there making it off. King Tiger mobilizing here, striking from the north. He might be able to catch the B4 here. And now he actually doesn't even have the munitions for a direct hit, which could otherwise, I think, allow him to knock out the, well, King Tiger in direct one shot, actually. But there you go, B4 turning to deal with the northern fascist tank. Luke striking in from the north as well. Spotting out locations, I imagine. Might try to sort of course guns to deal with it. Giving the... It's a diversion. He's using it as diversion. Sacrificing the Looks there, I think, a bit cold and calculated. But it does allow the King Tiger to move up there. And there we go. He's trying to turn it. He should have used direct strike, but again doesn't have the munitions for it. So of course might not be worth it. And there we go. 2 shots. B4 kaput. Only 1 field gun, but he might be able to get it. Nope, he pulls away. They could blitzkrieg if he wanted out of there. 31 kills there, halfway to efficiency 2. So there we go, nice little assault there. Got that menace and avenged the many German soldiers killed by it. There you go, B4 takes 1 hit there from the high velocity gun there. Could pretty much penetrate the arm of any allied tank in the war with that thing. Which was pretty much the exact same gun as the one on the Elephant and the Yak Panther. There we go. Rather looks like the hope's out for the Russians. Though they're really giving it everything they got without the B4. And giving a proper direct strike there. The King Tiger is stable to stand. Trying to hunt down this Sturmpioniere. King Tiger fires but misses. I imagine he might try and go again for some breakthrough tactics here. There we go. Again, allows them to simultaneously almost knock out several victory points shortly. And again, in that regard, it can also be used, you know, if you're a bit short on victory points, to quickly sort of halt things for a bit. Really outstanding work there by Kieselberg. And there we go, almost got the KB1 as well. 1 more hit from field gun, couldn't knock it out if it penetrates. And there we go, K1 kaput. And the GGs go off there. King Tiger barges through the front lines. There we go. 40 kills. Panther tank deal with, and there we go. Game over. Game over. A loss for the Soviet Union, a victory for Germany. And what a victory at that. I mean, really overall, I would say good use there of Kieselberg with his doctrine. Breakthrough tactics was used regularly to actually good effect. Sturmoffizier definitely played a large role. Got 25 kills several times, forced units to retreat, or allowed him to, for example, secure that first Maxim, which definitely gave him an edge up throughout the rest of the fight. Panzer Fusiliers, assault artillery, Yaktiga saw no usage, but in a 1 versus 1, it's pretty much useless, and never mind, it's too expensive. So there's hardly a reason there to sort of fault him for that one. Compared to that, he used some shock troops, a single recon overflight, bit of there, overall that, but he crucially used, I think, you know, from Mother Russia to good effect several times there versus Kieselberg, but instead he did not, he ignored it, which I feel was a mistake there. And I definitely think he'll do some direct hits on the B form. It certainly took on some time there. He was basically gambling on catching a full unit on retreat there, full force there. Occasionally, it worked out in the end and gave him a bit of breathing space, but ultimately, you know, he could have probably done a bit more damage slowly before that, and overall maybe gotten a bit better sort of as the game progressed. Instead, you know, it was a bit, you know, Gambit worked off, and then he sort of pulled through, but not quite, because in the end, you know, King Tiger arrived. He never could quite finish off because he didn't use direct hit or direct strike. There was definitely also lack of mind to feel, though, from the Russian player there as game progressed. He could use those, and demo charges could also do a lot there to make things miserable for Kieselberg. So he definitely missed out on opportunities there. And a part of me would like to see maybe a mechanized armor company to deal with it, though of course that's a bit more, you know, subjective. But overall, nicely played there for Kieselberg. Nice that he's only just, you know, spam Fultz kind of, so orbital down, but actually makes full use of a mix of infantry, good use of Storm Pioneers, the officer, Panther Fusiliers, and so on. Really nicely played there, an absolutely excellent game here. So I hope you all enjoyed this match. I hope you had some fun. I hope it gave some ideas for your matches. Hopefully it might have given you some ideas from using the Storm Officer to good effect. If you did, you know, subscribe, tell your friends, share with everybody, press the like button or something like that. If not, you know, send in a replay or provide some feedback in the comment section. This is Imperial Dancing. Cheers, and thank you all for watching. You're all wonderful people, and see you all tomorrow.